Welcome to the Dante 4.0 firmware update demonstration video. In this video, we'll cover the steps necessary to update the Dante firmware of a BSS Soundweb London Blue 326DA in order for it to be compatible with Dante Domain Manager. Audinate's Dante Domain Manager is a paid software application that allows for the management of up to 250 Dante devices spread across 50 domains and is packed with a rich feature set. For more information on Dante Domain Manager, including its features and benefits, please visit audinate.com. In order to use Soundweb London and Crown Dante-enabled devices with Dante Domain Manager, it is required that each device be operating with the latest Dante 4.0 firmware. In many cases, previously installed hardware will require a Dante firmware update. If you are unsure of which firmware is being used, the firmware version can be found in Dante Controller under the Status tab and Dante Information. Before getting started with the update, be sure to confirm the following. The primary Dante port of each device, as well as a PC's Ethernet port, are connected to a network switch and powered on. The PC's network interface card is configured to communicate with the primary Dante network. The latest version of Dante Firmware Update Manager available at audinate.com is installed on the PC. An Audio Architect version 2.25 or newer, available at audioarchitect.harmonpro.com, must also be installed on the PC. The Dante Firmware Update files are not included with Dante Firmware Update Manager. While Audio Architect cannot be used to update the Dante firmware, the Dante Firmware Update files for both BSS and Crown devices are included in Audio Architect's installation folder. Next, open Dante Firmware Update Manager. Select the interface used by the primary Dante network. Please note that the Firmware Update Manager will have automatically selected the last interface used by either Dante Controller or Dante Virtual Sound Card installed on the PC. Click Next. You will be presented with two options. The failsafe recovery option is used in the event that an incorrect file type has been applied to a device. Today's demonstration will use the Update Dante Firmware option. Next, click on Browse to navigate to the appropriate Dante Firmware Update file. It is not necessary to have Audio Architect open at any time during the Dante Firmware Update process. Soundweb London and Crown Dante Firmware Update files are located in the Audio Architect installation folder. The default file path to this folder is C drive, Program Files, Harmon Pro, Audio Architect 2.25, and Firmware Updates. Today we are updating a BSS Soundweb London Blue 326DA, so the Soundweb London Dante.dnt file should be used. The same firmware update file may be used for the 806DA as well as the Blue DA. If updating a Crown DCI DA amplifier, then choose the appropriate file with the noted model number. Please be aware that only one update file type can be selected at a time. Click on Open and then Next. After a few moments, any Dante devices on the network should appear within the device list. They may either be selected one by one, or if multiples are available, then the Select All button can be used. Just be careful to only select devices that can use the previously selected Dante update file type. As we can see here, there is a Blue DA also on the network, but it is already up to date, so we'll just focus on the 326. After making the appropriate selection, click on Start. An information screen will appear indicating that the device should not be turned off in the middle of an update and that it may take a few minutes to update each device. If progress is not seen after 5 minutes, then restart the Firmware Update Manager and try again. Click OK. Update status will be indicated on the right-hand side of the screen. Upon completion, a status of Update Done will be given and the Firmware Update Manager can be closed. Once the device has been restarted, it will be ready to work with Dante Domain Manager. This concludes our firmware update demonstration. For more helpful training and demonstration videos, please visit training.harmonpro.com, and thanks for watching.